Hey, what's up, guys? All right, bet. So, basically, here goes top ring on cylinder number one. So you want to go ahead and get her in there, whatever. You don't have to worry about it. And take your number one piston, drop it in there, and then get it to where it's all like I use this as a flush. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I use it as a flush mark. So once I know that it's in there straight, you come here, and then you'll see the ring gap. Yeah, the ring gap right there. That ring gap I gotta make to 18 thou. So I'll go ahead. I'm gonna take what do you call it? A file. Jam it to there, and then hold both rings, and then file both sides at the same time. Put it back in, measure it, see if I need to go back and forth, and that's what's up. So, alright, so at least, yeah. So I'm on cylinder number one, top ring. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. There was my filing kit. Yeah, so I essentially can, what's that thing called? Assemble this short block. Do what I need, but this is one of the things that there was a post regarding the head gaskets, and basically a little upgrade what to do about using the high revs. Sorry, I was trying to go. You see how all of these patches are open, whatever, but when you come here, let me flip it, and when you put the gasket on, look at that, all of these chambers are blocked. This one's got two little weep holes. This one has one, but the high rev supposedly has got bigger. So I'm gonna look at that, or maybe if I go and open up my own, because, well, nah, I don't want to do that, because you would have to match it to the head, but have that, so that'll be good. Then I'll put that piece on, that'll help pull out. So I think we should be good, but at least everything's 18 thou on top, 20 thou second ring. Now it's just putting them in, putting the ring gaps where they need to be per the FSM, and then getting a ring compressor, slopping them down in there. And then after that, I need to get some assembly loops so I can put back in the crank, and basically have it not dry when I start up. But I think we're making some progress. So, late. All right, so I took this plate off here. This is where I'm going to be putting this to help cool hot air out of the block. All right, so I went and I pulled that block, and basically it'll sit like this, and then I'll be able to pull hot air out of this this block. Hot water. Got to do that, and then I'm gonna go with the high rev heads, and all I got to do is just machine, or just cut this out with a Dremel about half an inch down. And what that's gonna do is, because all of these are blocked here, what it does, it blocks this port, the head gasket, and then it gets pushed in through the ranges around the cylinders. So I just need to open that up, and then that will force everything to go around, and then change it up. So it's that thing. And then also, I guess with the head gasket, it has a fire ring in between. So like these are just, I believe these are just a 2-layer. I don't know, something of that nature. I mean it is a 3-layer, but it's got a fire ring that's what do you call it, in there, so at least that will help seal off better. And so that's what we'll see. So all right, hey, what's up, guys? So yesterday I went by my boys, and I was welding like a frame and shit, so I got a little wound there, and some slag fell back on me, but that's all good. So I ended up picking up some resin from him, because I haven't been wanting to do this. So I ended up putting a layer of resin, then put a mat down, then the last thingied it in. I didn't record, of course, this shit's sloppy. Don't worry, I'm getting rid of this, man. This shit got fucking wet. It's all fucked up. So I was like, whatever. So anyhow, I did that. Then I laid another glass and then finished that out. So this shit should be nice and sturdy by tomorrow. I could just, like clean up and do a little thing, but at least it'll be sturdy and I can put it back. Hopefully I did that, right. I didn't want to touch too much around it, but if not, cut it with a Dremel or something. We'll see. Should be fine. So, but all right then. Well, that's it. All right. So I got my carbide tip, and I'm taking out a 1/2 inch there. So when I put that HR head gasket, it will push into those cylinders better. So with that being said, I have this all covered up, so no things get into the oil galleries. I will wash this block once I'm done. But yeah, no, so you can see how thin I already got it, and I will cut that down and then do the same thing to the other side, and then that's it for the block modification. Alrighty. Alright, so I got those done. Let me see. I measured, because it needs to be like 12 millimeters or something, so I measured like a 1/2 inch from that bottom to top. And let's see, like if I go there, and you can see like that mark is close to where that ridge started, so that should be fine. I think this one's a little bigger. Yeah, it's like right there. I'm over like thing, but anyhow, yeah, I wish I had like a smaller bit, but I mean it doesn't matter. It's just to open up so it can fill up in here. I nicked the thing, but that ain't gonna do shit. But anyhow, got that. So now I'm gonna flip this and see about checking those mains. Alright, so there goes my finished product. I had to epoxy one of the anchors to there, so I put it down to where it got a good thing. But just because all that kind of got wrinkled because there's no thing in the resin went through, but whatever. That's on top. You ain't gonna see that shit, but at least I got my thing set back. So I got this setting, and I don't know, I'm just happy to get this over and done with. Then I was gonna go and freaking do my mains, but I need to go pick up my damn torque wrench, so kind of stuck there. But gym time. All right, so I picked up my brother-in-law torque wrench, and I got the plastic gauge sitting on here on the mains. I missed that one, but anyhow, that, or maybe did it fall? No, I missed it. Oh no, it's there. I just couldn't see it. But anyhow, regardless of what, I got the mains all set. So now I'm gonna put the main caps on, put on the torque plate, and then torque it all down to 28 foot-pounds. And then after that, take it off and do my measurements and make sure everything's fine and dandy. All right. And then just another thing, all these main caps are numbered with an arrow facing forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then as well, I didn't get to think, but basically it makes sure that it goes lock to lock on the bearings. I was watching Eric the car guy do this for some rod bearings, and he basically didn't install it with lock to lock. And basically if you don't do that, I think you spin bearings quite faster, but could be wrong. But anyhow, regardless of what, should always be lock to lock. So just remember that tip in case like for the main or for the rod bearings, it's still going to be lock to lock, but same thing applies for the mains. So all right, I'm about to put on the what do you call it, torque plate? No, it's not a torque plate. The girdle, and bolt her down, and then we will take our measurements. So I'm trying to do this two-handed. Fuck that. Alright, so once you do this, you'll take your little gauge sticker and then basically try to find where it's like closest. So that one looks like 0.038, and this is millimeters, so 0.038 falls in between there. And here goes what's closer there. Alright, so when you do this, you're going to take this gauge that comes with it and then, you know, kind of measure it. So when you go here, well, you can't see with the light, but it's 0.038 millimeters, and 0.038 falls in between that measurement. This is in thousandths of an inch. So you do that, and then on the FSM, I didn't write it here, but the maximum clearance, I think, for this is 0.065, and I believe this was point something. I don't know, I'll have to look back. But basically, these are the standard oil clearances, and then there's a limit. Let me see if I could get that. Well, there goes a problem. That reverse cable, the jacket came out of the lock, so the whole thing's moving. Kind of hard to see it there, I don't know, whatever. So I gotta figure out how to get it to lock back or whatever from underneath and be good. How clear that water is. Alright, what's up, guys? Yeah, so anyhow, long story short, I've been doing a lot of shit, a lot of crazy shit. Ended up going mini lobster season and whatnot. Work. I ended up getting a new truck. That's how I was able to pull the boat. But I guess regarding to the car, I ended up buying some King bearings that are about 1 thou open upper clearance for oil. They're the race bearings, whatever. I was gonna do like the whole, you know, like stock, but I'm like, I didn't want to go that tight. And then when I saw these said that they were, you know, 1 thou open, I was like, be fine. Looked up reviews, everything was fine. So hopefully I get those, get that motor, you know, assembled back, and then get the car running. I don't know, that's pretty much it for whatever's going on. So alright then, guys.